If I could go back in time, I wouldn't ask for more money, or more success, or even more years. I'd ask for one more chance to do just a few things differently. Not everything, just the things I still think about when the world is quiet, the things I can't quite forget, even now at 75. Some regrets are small and pass with time, but others, they settle into your heart. They change how you look at life, and they shape how you want to be remembered. In this video, I want to share the 7 biggest regrets of my life. Not to feel sorry for myself, not to ask for pity, but to give you a gift I never had. The wisdom of hindsight while there's still time to do something with it. And regret number Ari, that one still hurts. Even now. It's the one thing I'd undo in a heartbeat, and I hope you never make the same mistake. So whether you're 55 or 85, whether you've made peace with your past or you're still making sense of it, I invite you to listen, reflect, and maybe even forgive yourself along the way. Because regret doesn't mean you've failed. It means you've lived. And now, you've learned. Let's begin. Regret 1, not saying what I really felt. If I could go back, I'd speak up more. Not louder, but truer. There were so many moments in my life when I stayed silent. Not because I had nothing to say, but because I was afraid to say it. I didn't tell the people I loved how deeply I cared. I didn't express when I was hurt. I held back compliments, and I held back pain. I thought silence was strength, that holding it all in was a way to keep peace. But now I know. Sometimes silence just builds walls where bridges should have been. I've learned that unspoken words don't disappear. They turn into regrets. I never got to say, I'm proud of you, as much as I should have. I didn't say thank you enough to the people who shaped me. And I definitely didn't say I'm sorry when I knew I should have. Words are small, but their absence feels enormous with time. So if you're watching this, and you've been holding something in, say it. Say it gently. Say it with love. Say it while there's still time. Because what I wouldn't give to go back and speak the words my heart always wanted to say. Coming up next, a mistake I made in my 30s that cost me decades of closeness with someone I loved. Regret 2, letting pride push people away. Pride is a strange thing. It tells you you're standing tall, when really you're just standing alone. I lost time, precious time, with people I loved because I didn't want to admit I was wrong. I let arguments turn into silence, let hurt feelings harden into distance, and told myself, if they cared, they'd come to me. But sometimes, and both people are thinking the same thing, and in that space between pride and vulnerability, relationships die slowly. I think about the people I drifted from, not because we stopped caring, but because neither of us could say, I'm sorry, or can we talk, or simply, I miss you. Now, years later, some of those people are gone, and I don't remember who was right. I just remember that we never made things right. If I could go back, I'd choose connection over ego every time. Because pride may protect your image, but humility protects your relationships. So if there's someone you pulled away from, not because they hurt you deeply, but because things got messy, maybe it's time. It's never too late to reach out, but one day it might be too late to be heard. Coming up next, a slow mistake, the kind that feels harmless at the time, but robs you of the best years without you even noticing. Regret 3, not taking care of my health. Sooner they say health is wealth, but when you're young, it feels like something you can put off. I told myself I was too busy, that I had time, that skipping sleep, eating poorly, ignoring pain, it was all just part of life. I thought taking care of myself was optional. Now I know it was urgent. By the time I started paying attention, the damage had already begun. Aches that didn't go away, energy that never returned, and routines I wished I had started earlier. Walking more, stretching more, sleeping enough, drinking water. The hardest part? Watching others my age still dancing, still hiking, still sharp, and realizing I could have been there too. I don't share this out of bitterness. I share it with hope. That maybe you'll start now, not later. Because the body is forgiving. but only for so long. You don't need to run marathons, but move. Eat with love, rest without guilt, and listen when something doesn't feel right. Take care of your body not because it's failing, but because it's still carrying you, day by day. Coming next, a regret that has nothing to do with health or money, but everything to do with time and how I spent it. Regret 4, working too much, living too little. I thought I was being responsible, providing for my family, building a future, checking all the boxes. But looking back now, I realize how much life I missed in the name of work. The birthdays I rushed through, the dinners I skipped, the small, quiet moments I brushed aside, thinking, I'll enjoy life later. But later comes faster than you expect. And when it does, you realize that memories matter more than money, that your child's smile, your partner's voice, a walk at sunset, those were the real riches. I don't regret working hard, but I do regret letting work become who I was. Jobs come and go. Achievements fade. But your time? That's the one thing you never get back. If I could go back, I'd leave the office earlier. I'd say yes to more weekend trips. I'd look into my children's eyes more often, instead of at a screen. Because the world will always ask more of you. But the people who love you, they just want you. Coming next, the regret I never thought I'd carry until it was too late to change it. Number 6, the one that still stings the most. Regret 5, not saying goodbye. Properly, this is the one that still stings. Not because I didn't care, not because I didn't love them, but because I thought I had more time. I didn't say goodbye when I should have. I didn't visit when I felt the nudge to. I didn't make the call, or write the letter, or show up, because I thought next week would still be there. And then, it wasn't. We always think we'll have one more chance, one more conversation, one more hug. But life isn't that predictable. And when someone leaves, whether suddenly or slowly, you're left with everything you didn't say. I would give anything to go back and sit with them just one more time, to say, I love you, to say, thank you, to say, I'm sorry for waiting too long. But now all I can do is remember, honor them with the way I live, and remind others, don't wait. If you feel it, say it. If you miss them, call. If you love them, let them know. Because one day, all we're left with is the memory of what we didn't do. And that's a kind of silence that never fully goes away. Coming up next, a simple decision that changed my mindset in my final years and helped me live with more peace than I ever thought possible. Regret 6, waiting too long to forgive myself of all the things I've had to learn late in life. Forgiving myself has been the hardest. For years, I carried guilt like it was part of my identity. Things I said, things I didn't do, people I hurt, chances I missed. I thought that punishing myself somehow made it right, that holding on to regret was the price of being a good person. But here's what I finally understand at 75. Guilt doesn't heal anything. Forgiveness does. I spent decades reliving old mistakes, replaying words I can't unsay, reimagining outcomes I can't control. And all it did was rob me of the peace I still had a chance to claim. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting. It doesn't mean pretending nothing happened. It means finally saying to yourself, you did the best you could with what you knew at the time. If you're carrying something heavy, please don't wait as long as I did. Talk to someone, write it down, let it out, and little by little set yourself free. You don't have to earn forgiveness. You just have to choose it, because life is too short to stay mad at the person in the mirror. Up next, one final reflection, the simplest regret, and maybe the most beautiful realization of all. Regret 7, waiting too long to truly enjoy life. I spent so much of my life preparing for someday. I told myself I'd travel when the timing was right. I'd rest when the work was done. I'd enjoy life when everything was in order. But someday never came the way I thought it would. There was always another task, another bill, another reason to wait. And now looking back, I realize joy isn't something you schedule. It's something you allow. I missed chances to dance, to laugh louder, to take photos, to wear my favorite clothes without saving them for special occasions. The truth is, every day is a special occasion. You don't need perfect circumstances to live well. You just need permission, and only you can give it to yourself. Don't wait for retirement, or a clear calendar, or someone else's approval. Live now. Buy the ice cream. Call the friend. Sit in the sun. Wear the color. Take the walk. Light the candle. Joy doesn't need to be earned. It just needs to be noticed. And if I could go back, I'd stop chasing someday and start choosing now. Conclusion. So there they are. 7 things I wish I'd done differently. Not because my life was bad, not because I didn't try, but because now, with time and perspective, I see what truly mattered. I don't share these regrets to dwell in sadness. I share them with the hope that you still have time. Time to say what needs to be said, to forgive yourself, to show up, to let go of pride, to take care of your body and your heart. Because every regret carries a lesson, and every lesson, a second chance. If any of this spoke to you, even just one line, tell me in the comments. Let's share our stories. Let's help each other heal and grow. And if you'd like more gentle reflections like this, subscribe to Elderly Minds. We post every day to remind you that you're not alone and you're not done yet. You are still becoming. You are still enough. And it is never too late to live with peace. Thank you for spending this time with me. And remember, the best way to honor your past is to live your present with love.